Laiona is just uber talented and mind-boggling when you see her on stage. She does embody Nina. I mean, I think that's sort of was her connection with the piece. I think people told her that you're like very much like Nina Simone.
Broadway actress Laiona Michelle has been fascinated by singer and civil rights icon Nina Simone for years.
Ain't got no home, ain't got no shoes, ain't got no money.
I grew up listening to Nina's music. My mother was the minister of music at our church, and I grew up in a choir and in church just like Nina, so we're kindred spirits really. And I remember hearing the first song I heard was I Love You, Porgy. And my mother would play that, and I'm like, well, who is this rich voice?
Yes, I love you, Porgy. Don't let him take me.
Laiona has created a musical based on the great singer's life. She's both writer and performer. Little Girl Blue, the Nina Simone Musical, premiered at the George Street Playhouse in New Brunswick. It's a very personal take on the iconic singer's life.
This piece it's scary, it's thrilling, it's a roller coaster of a ride.
Hoping that my father's dreams would someday take me home.
And I knew I wanted to deal with pieces of her life that may be surprising for people, that I found to be very surprising for me when I learned that she loved Bach. Her first love was Johann Sebastian Bach. Who knew? So when I read that, I was like, wow. So I knew that this was my way in telling her story. It was her biggest disappointment as well. She wanted to be known as the first Black African-American concert pianist, and she didn't get that, you know. She did not get that, and it was because of her skin color.
I don't need treatment. I was born a child prodigy, darling. I was born a genius.
And I also thought it was important that I dig a little deeper into her personal life and talk about her mental illness. And Nina carried around the label during her time as being the angry Black woman. And so I wanted to quiet those voices down a bit and answer those questions inside of this show. Why was she angry? You know, why was she so angry?
The show has 2 acts, each set at a live concert 10 years apart.
We started in Act 1 in '68, right after Dr. King's assassination. So we're meeting Nina towards the earlier part of her career.
It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me.
And then in Act 2, we visit her in Switzerland, where she's liberated. You know, she's removed from the US, and she has a fighting spirit that is more free. In Switzerland, she was so accepted and looked at as being unique and special.
One thing that Laiona really was able to capture was her viewpoint on Nina's story, and then to enhance the storytelling with Nina Simone's songs, which she performed, but hearing them up against a narrative context in the story that made you hear the words in a really new way.
Little Girl Blue, which is the title of the show, Little Girl Blue. I feel like this show is for everybody, but I feel like in particularly is for that broken little girl, all those broken little girls out there who want something and they see something, but they really can't reach it. Yeah, that was Nina.
Not all you can ever count on are the raindrops that fall on Little Girl Blue.